Okay, we are now to item E, Proclamation, E1. We've got a very special guest here today. And consider proclaiming February 27th, 2014 as Kimberly Dixon Day in the city of Round Rock. Now let me read. Tony, you going to come help me with this? I'm going to read the proclamation first, and then we're going to have something very special. City of Round Rock official proclamation. Whereas Kimberly Dixon was born on April 29, 1985, and was diagnosed at a young age with a rare form of epilepsy which brought with it seizures and autistic problems, and whereas one of the effects of Kimberly's condition has been her inability to speak, as she could only speak a few words growing up, and because of her fine and gross motor difficulties, sign languages were not a compatible option for her. And whereas from the ages of 4 to 6, Kimberly did an intense therapy program via the Institutes for the Achievement of Human Potential out of Philadelphia, and whereas in January 1992, when Kimberly was 6 years old, her mother made a keyboard from a piece of poster board and showed Kimberly how to type words she already knew, and within a few months, Kimberly could answer all levels of questions and even ask her own questions. And whereas by the age of 8, Kimberly had begun to type her own original stories, and at the age of 10, expressed an interest in wanting to write a poem. And whereas throughout her life of almost 29 years, Kimberly has written over 100 poems and has now published a book of her poetry entitled Under the Silence, If Me, How It Feels to Be Nonverbal. So therefore, I, Alan McGraw, for the City of Round Rock, do hereby proclaim February 27th, 2014 as Kimberly Dixon Day in the City of Round Rock, and encourage all citizens to read her book, which is the fruit of her labor, and look into her life as a nonverbal person and join with her family to celebrate the works of a gifted artist. Proclaim this 27th day of February 2014. Let's give Kimberly a round of applause. And we're going to get a demonstration.
Kimberly has a speech that she's prepared. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. We'll hold this microphone up to her device so you can be able to hear her speech.
Okay.
She typed this up beforehand, and then we put it on here, so all she has to put is push one button because it takes her a little while to type.
Okay.
Turn on volume.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk to you about my book. I am honored that you would recognize me for my writing. Under the Silence Is Me, How It Feels to Be Nonverbal is a collection of many of my poems and stories I have written over the years since I was 7. I have recently been putting some of my poems into paintings like the one up here called The Waterfall. Professional photos of this painting and others are also in my book, which can be purchased from my online Etsy store. I'm also hoping to put my book on Amazon in the near future. This really means a lot to me that you recognize that people who are nonverbal can be intelligent. Most of the time we get treated as if we are ignorant. Just because we cannot speak or cannot speak well, it doesn't mean we don't think or have intelligent ideas. My hope for my book is that it will help those who are nonverbal to realize that they are important to God, and that people will treat those individuals with respect. Can you imagine how you would feel if you suddenly lost the ability to communicate? Having a voice is critical to our well-being. Do not think this couldn't happen to you. Any of us could have a car wreck tonight and lose our ability to speak or move. All of us need to reach out to those born with disabilities and to those who have acquired them, like our soldiers and the elderly. Do what you can to give nonverbal people choices, whether you use low-tech paperboards or high-tech e-pads. By giving them a voice, you have given them joy and hope. Thank you very much. Sent from my iPad.
Wow. Tony.
I'm Tony Moman, John's wife. What?
Pull the microphone
Oh,
down.
down. Okay. My relationship with Kimberly is I was her preschool teacher when she was 2 years old. She was in the PRIDE program, which is a preschool intervention program here in the city. And we had opened up a couple of spots in our Mother's Day Out program for children that attended that PRIDE program. And I was fortunate to be Kimberly's teacher. And, you know, at that time, it is very exciting for me to see what she's done, because any response from her at that time was just, you know, everything was a victory. And I ran into Marilyn, her mom, several times over the years since preschool. And the last time I saw her was in the grocery store, and she said that, "Oh, you must come because Kimberly has written a book and she has all this art and she's demonstrating it." And so, tonight's her book party. And I was so excited, and John and I went, and that's how we got reconnected with Kimberly. And I'm so excited that we're able to proclaim this as Kimberly Dixon Day. It's so exciting because she's a great author and a great artist. So, Kimberly, I have a couple of questions for you. How do you feel about your book being published?
Motivation to write comes when I pray. When I start, I ask God for words. I like to get ideas from nature, from reading, being with friends, and more. I lap it up. My book, always in my mind, is now in print. I can't believe that it is positively here.
When did you start writing poetry, and why?
I started writing poetry when I was 10. I write poems because I love the sound of words flowing like a song. When I write, I am looking to God for comfort, and it gives me peace.
How long did it take you to write this book from conception to reality?
I told my mom like 10 years ago that I wanted to publish my poems. 4 years ago, I started putting poems into art. Then, a year ago, we began the process of putting it all together.
Thank you, Kimberly. That's wonderful. Yeah, and here's
And that's,
a copy of her book.
is there a way to, Brian, is there a way to show, do we have the overhead, what do you call it? Gary, do you know how to, can you help? Oh, we don't have it here.
Oh, it's up there.
Oh, we can't see it.
The
We have,
painting's up there.
we don't
Okay.
have it on our screen.
That's great.
Oh, we want to
So
see
did
it.
you- oh,
Hang on a minute. We're going to get the technology figured out.
I'll hold it up for you.
Wow.
This is one of her paintings.
Amazing.
So everybody back their side, I guess. And then this is her book.
This is the book.
Yes.
Wow.
So anyway, it's very exciting, and look what technology has helped her be able to do. I
Right.
just think it's very exciting. And do you have a question?
No, I just really appreciate you bringing this to our attention and having Kimberly come in, because this is great for everyone here to see. And
It is.
Kimberly, congratulations on the book.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I'm gonna bring the proclamation down.
There was one more thing that I wanted to tell this because you are doing this here in Round Rock in May 17th. At the Dale Diamond, you're having the Golden Hat Foundation, which is a foundation that we become involved in for people with disabilities that after high school, you know, there's a lot of times not much out there. And so this organization, the Golden Hat Foundation, they're actually moved here to Austin area, and they want to do one of their first communities here, a place where people with disabilities can live, work, have activities, therapies, and all on the to recognize the intelligence and abilities of people with autism and other disabilities. So at May 17th, we're having the second annual walk. We had a walk last August, and we're having one May 17th from 9 to 1 at the Dale Diamond. And we'd love you all to come out. Kimberly has a team. Hers is called Under the Silence. So if you go on there and register and you want to be on our team, we'd love to have you either virtually walk with us or come out and walk and support the Golden Hat Foundation. And I left flyers with John. So,
Very good.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Mr.
you
Mayor.
very much.
And everybody, thanks.